Okay, I'm back. So one thing that happened this morning that is amazing. See how low the volume is? One thing that I really was awesome about this morning. Kids are back in school this morning. Like, I'm liking it up here. It's looking a little weak. So our order book on ES has gone basically into balance. Still a little bit more ask on the book, but we have more selling than buying right now. Look at NQ. Look at the back test, or look at the hit to R4 right there. I mean, not bad, right? I mean, you can't argue that we're getting some really nice interaction with the level.
So can you look at the video, please?
Yeah. So for me, NVIDIA, just with the ranges the way they are, still right near that monthly R4, huh? It's a higher range, and I don't love the idea of, I mean, if it gets out to R4, I'm not completely against shorting it at R4, for the record. Higher range, wider range. The only reason we're not calling it is because we've moved so far in the pre-market already, or we were so low earlier, that we're going to exhaust our ATR before we get to it. But if we do manage to exhaust our ATR, right now NVIDIA's looks, hold on, make sure we got the right settings here. Doesn't really change it a whole lot, which is great. You can see here we have a little bit more ask on the book than bid, but we have a fair balance between buying and selling, right? So, but the the NQ just started selling. Is that news?
Yeah, the Fed is speaking at 9:15.
Yeah, Fed speaking.
Wow.
I'm short the NQ right now.
I can I can take any position to
I'm short right from R4.
see now just scroll up all my NVIDIA play.
Hey, Lord, I have a quick question.
What you got?
I am just a little bit confused about the potential plays on MNQ. Because for me, at least on DOS, like, it's looking like we're really far above and alpha with, which is different than the TOS interface. And so I'm just a little bit confused on how, uh, I guess, really shorter alpha potential if I would have.
Right, yeah, yeah. So on DOS, I don't have an answer to that. I can't modify the calculations in DOS at all because DOS's cams are DOS's cams, and there's no way to modify them. And because of the way DOS treats its hours, every single Monday, DOS generically has pretty jacked cams. Like it's always been it's always been like an issue with DOS. So, but even on Ninja, unless you were using instrument settings, you probably wouldn't have seen them on that because the Ninja ones were meant to mirror DOS. We did a lot of work getting mirror instruments to match DOS. So what happened was, so as we were looking at this calculation method here is a calculation method that was done by Maya. His name was Jeremiah. That's done by Maya, and then we took it over and played with it a little bit, and then used it. So this is what would we consider to be the true calculation for futures, like the right one. So I'm testing this one. If this works, I'm going to modify time frames in Ninja to give a version of Ninja that will mirror this better. And then for everybody else, I can't do anything about it in DOS. However, what I can do is every single morning, if you want, I'll be more than happy to open my platform up and go like that and let you take 2 seconds. You know what I mean? And mark where my levels are until another option comes up.
Okay, that makes sense. I actually got the TOS interface set up, so I have it on my.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was just confused. I'm working on kind of shifting over to Ninja. I'm still kind of working on the details of that, but so I'm in DOS right now for futures. But yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, because this is one of those things. Every single Monday I would sit down on DOS to trade futures, and I'd look down to it. And the reason I even use Ninja and TOS is because of futures. Like if I was still just trading equities, I would probably just be using DOS and using the full version of Bookmap that I have for free, thanks to kissing Bookmap's butt for a little bit, at least for a few months until they turn it off. It's really but once I started going into futures, DOS just wasn't designed for futures. And then I was like, I don't think, and we even started messing with the calcs and saying, I think the calcs are a little off. And then as we played with them in TOS, we were able, TOS allows us and Ninja allow us the flexibility of forcing, the cams to do things we want them to. So.
Yeah. Well, what's interesting too is the TOS cams are also not the same as like for equities so I'm not sure if that's really good.
Let's see here. They're not always the same. Sometimes our calc is a little bit different. So we have our 595.71 with pre-market, and 595.71, and we've got 595.99. So they're pretty close. Okay. They're like 10 cents off or something like that.
Okay, I think I was looking at Apple, which for me is different, and also
Let's see.
But
Apple, I've got R4 at 246.26. Yeah, that's a big difference there, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So mine's 244.98. Yeah, like my R3 almost comes in. So now here's the thing that's interesting. It's my R3 is going to come in, basically where DOS's R4 is, but again, not for nothing. I think this calculation, inevitably, I think I will be moving away from the DOS calculation to using ours because it's one that's, even if it's not the best calculation, because it is one we can replicate more readily, you know what I mean? It's almost preferable even in that instance. But you can see here, narrow range, lower range, R3, R3 is where we would want to see response. And in the pre-market, look at R3. I mean, just lit up. Price was all over R3 and TOS, which is, not that we would trade the pre-market, but very nice level there. So, and then with this, we could look where S4 sits on Apple. So if you went short R3, S4, which would be the move, right? Or if you longed S4 back to R3, look how the ATR just fits that perfectly. The downside ATR is sitting right underneath S4. As if the market was manipulated.
Does TOS use instrument settings? Is that correct?
It's a slight. It's not quite instrument settings.
Okay.
But it is the calculation method. It
Okay.
uses the standard calcs, but it uses the correct time frames for futures. So I mean, it kind of, So I'm gonna try working on a modified DOS version that matches, or sorry, a modified Ninja that matches these. Because check this out, dude. I totally hold on. Look at this. You can see my hit here. I got short. Right at see in Ninja, I'm just out in the middle of nowhere right now underneath high of day. But on TOS, look at us right here at night, higher range, wider range with pre-market data R4 right there. Perfect indecision doji. Pull back. Bam! I'm already done for the day.
Nice.
I mean, I guess I shouldn't be because I hit my first trade. But it's just kind of like, today's the first day in like 2 months I haven't had one of the kids home. You know what I mean? Like the what, just me right now in the whole house. It's like, I feel like running amok. You know what I mean? Like I want to do like the whole like Tom Cruise thing from that one movie. No, too much.
Feels like nature.
You know what I'm talking about the movie where
Risky
he goes,
business?
yeah, where he goes like sliding across
Mhm.
he goes sliding across the thing.
I want you to do just a live one, on your camera right now in your office.
If that doesn't get me YouTube likes, anything
But
on
what
my
if
right now?
it would if we went on live YouTube on BBT right now?
I'm pretty sure that would get them banned off of YouTube.
Because you're too sexy.
Sexy for this podcast.
Been having a computer issue going on. Finally just got everything out.
Get some screenshots.
I'm long off an older block and NQ.
Hell yeah. Get it. Get it.
I'll post it to the chat. 690. 673. I was using with settings. Let me check the instrument. Oh yeah. For some reason I don't see more block on the list on the instrument. Let me see. Instrument. R4 1718. Oh, on list settings, we're way above R6. Whoa. But I didn't notice that. Actually, ours is gone. We're actually above floor 4. Wow.
I love when that happens. You're like, oh, this is a great trade, and you're looking at it, you're like, oh my god, that was sketchy. God, I didn't know that was going on. Hey, it just kind of shows you though, where like execution, you know what I mean? Really, you saw what it's kind of like if you're a baseball player, I really only am good at like hitting fastballs or curveballs, and then they throw a knuckleball and you hit it really good, and you're just like sitting there, and you're like, oh man, I just wasn't even thinking about what type of pitch I was going after. Like I just nailed it. You know what I mean? It's like cool, man. Just that's cool, man. You're getting that reflex where you just kind of see the price action, the way they sweep and the way they move. You're getting kind of used to just the market maker game, so you can kind of float in it, which is kind of fun, which is a lot of fun. So you can see. So I'm gonna try. Let me get a screenshot of it because you can see here. Check this out. Look at this here. I got this. I put look, watch this. I put this in at this is why I went short.
Yeah, it makes sense. On the instrument settings, we lost our floor. So
Yeah.
inside day, I'm sorry, yeah, inside day, lost our floor. It makes sense. Both of our entries make sense.
Oh yeah. So check this out. Look. So this is what I was saying to Jared at 9:07. So right here, 9:07. I'm saying, Jared, I'm pretty concerned with how much ground we've already given up on the SPY, and QQQ almost ran the ATR already on very low volume, right? So I said that, and then it pushed up here, and that's why I was getting short, because we were on a wider range, higher range, and we were under the breakout. We were right up here at the edge. I went short. My stop was way up here, right? Because I hit my target right down here. So you can see my target there, 21,649. So and then the Fed started speaking in Fed's talking. Oh,
The Fed threw a monkey wrench into this overall bullish looking day.
what a nice morning.
But they do that. I'll post this trade in the, I mean, it hasn't worked out yet. I haven't hit targets though. We'll probably sell some here though. This is 20 bucks on top of this. So there's more than 4 hours. Okay. So I got 2 left. Just sit down and order block it, but I'm gonna move my stop.
Which, yeah.
I don't move my stop to break even, but if I get a partial out of it after 4 hours, I do. Yeah, I told you I turned off all my break even stops.
Nice. I like that so much.
Well, I just gotta trust you. I mean, you went through your stats and you ran numbers and
Yeah, I mean, it's the thing is it's one of those ones where it's almost like once you get through it, you're just it's just about the execution side of it, and the thing is just avoiding eliminating your winners. You know what I mean? You get these big winners that work, and then we throw them away.
They never had that up here.
Billy Beer.
Billy Beer.
Carter was a mess. I remember inflation back then was like freaking out of hand. Gas
Oh
was
yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
It
That's
was-
when they had the gas line.
yeah, exactly. The gas lines. And my mom, she was single mom at the time. She mixed our ground beef with rice to make it go longer because everything was just so expensive. Carter was so bad. It's the reason why we got Reagan.
नहीं खाना
Like, people are so expensive. You have to have that stuff, that crap.
Yeah, we had hamburger helper, tuna helper all the time. Oh, come on, come on. Oh, fold it away right before filling. Come on.
Oh, brutal. Rude. It's
It's at
looking good.
95. It's gonna hit me. It's going to 21,800. Come on. It went to 21,793.75. My all out 795. Oh.
Oh my God. Getting orders are still stacked. There's a seller hitting them like crazy right
Yeah,
now. Right near monthly or we're near the ATR extension.
it's just doing a correction. It had a huge impulse up. I mean, it can't just go straight up, right?
Of course it can.
Well, if it's one of the zoos, it goes straight up and then
Look how bullish that order book is. I mean,
does the honey badger care? Honey badger doesn't give a shit.
the problem is oh, there's a bunch of bid. They're bringing in bid now. The look, the book was super bare. It was almost completely red. Now you just saw the green is starting to push in. So that's, you can tell they're bringing in bid because we're starting to get green on the book. Still not green yet though. Still, they'll probably bust this thing. There he goes. There he goes. You should get filled on this push.
I thought I was being tricky by putting in 95 instead of 800, but
Because
I know how NQ likes to do this.
Still too much ask on it.
where's Mr. at? 3. Ooh, this might be a good time to add some Mr. to mine. my long term. Just like 10 shares or something. Be a good Bitcoin play. Oh, filled. I got filled. Okay, nice.
Noise.
Noise. 7 minutes into the day. I took it a little bit in the free market though. Took it at like 920-ish. I like that VWAP was right there too. VWAP. Wow, the hourly. Look at the hourly on NQ.
Oh,
The hourly, every single bar all the way up. Holy bullishness.
Beautiful.
I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. You know, wish I could look at the hourly at the same time I'm always looking at the lower time frames because the hourly really tells you a lot. Al uses some indicator trading view that's called like fractal something, but it puts a higher time frame on the same screen as your lower time frames.
That's cool. I've heard.
Yeah, pretty cool, right? But it's like 89 a month for those indicators he uses, so I have not added that to my trading view. 89 a month, that's like 1,000 a year.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
That's a kind of expensive indicator, right?
it depends.
Yeah, I mean, if you can make it back in a trade or two.
I was gonna say if the it's if the indicator, if it makes you, if one trade can pay for the indicator and it makes you make more than one trade a year, then or a month, then
It does.
boom,
Al made, he's not here. I don't think he'd mind me saying this, but let me see. He sent me a picture. Al made 69.10, 6,910 on Friday. So he obviously could afford
you know, I remember when he used to lose money at this.
it. Yeah, me too.
I remember when he used to suck at this. I remember when this was hard.
So you know what we hit? We exactly hit 21,800 to the tick. That was pretty wild.
I just shut my Ninja. I just closed it because I hit that nice short right at the open, and I'm like,
Yeah,
whatever.
I'm not
That's it. I'm like, I'm good. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put that away in that one, and I'm actually looking at MSTR here, looking like a
Oh,
long
you know they were known
process 3.
I might add like 5 or 10 shares to my long-term account right now today. I don't contact my Schwab guy. I gotta sign into my Schwab.
The order book imbalance is bullish right now,
Yeah.
even
I
though
mean,
we're
R4 is kind of skinny, and it's up there at 22,040.
R4 on the daily.
That's what I'm saying. Got the Trump bump going. January 6th today.
Trump bump.
I hope, Kamala has to, whatever, what's it called? She basically has to sign.
I think it's time for us to shake. I'd rather be petty.
You mentioned the Prohibition Grill. I was looking at their menu. Their menu sounds really good.
It's great. I love it.
I've never been there. I have to go there.
We've hit it a couple of
I think my
times.
sister and my brother there.
We've hit it a couple times now. It's a good spot. Good atmosphere, fun people.
I love deviled eggs. They have all kinds of weird deviled eggs. You got German pretzels. The burgers sound amazing.
Yeah, the pretzel's really good.
Really?
They got like a beer cheese situation with it.
Yeah, the beer cheese. That sounds amazing.
Look at, oh my gosh, Apple's R6 rejection. Wow. Someone in PBT pointed out. Look at that was an R4 for me, but R6 and DOS to the penny.
Knowing that the Fed was what at 9:30, we probably should have waited till the Fed released.
No, I kind of assumed I was gonna get that dump right there, which
Yeah.
is why I
Oh,
couldn't
nice.
play that because we had moved so far on
Yeah,
so
yeah, that-
little volume. I was
Yeah.
like, when they come out, they're gonna grab liquidity, and I'm like, I bet I can hit a target from here. I only ran I think I ran 4 contracts on M&Q, so which is fairly wide from where I got in. But I mean, it got to it in
You know what's amazing?
1.5
is you
minutes. 1.5
Yeah,
minutes
exactly.
once it broke.
Yeah, so that was a really good call on your part. You expected the manipulation lower, and
Right, yeah.
we were so high in the range. It's interesting how we both hit target, but we played opposite.
I mean, that's how this system works. It's an ebb and flow system. You know what I mean? We're just taking advantage of the yoink back and forth between value areas. As long as you can identify a value area and it fits this system and or your comprehension of the system, you know what I mean? Then easy.
You know, played the manipulation down, and I played the manipulation in the opposite direction.
Look at on SPY on my screen. Look where R6 happens to be on SPY, and look at the ATR high. Right at 600 or right at 599. I'm gonna watch SPY if it ever gets up there. QQQ. Look, we're in Q. Turned around. Look at. Where'd you go?
Google's been off like a rocket.
Andy,
Google,
Andy,
did you catch it?
मम्मा ले
Might be the honey badger.
ओए आदत दिख गई तो ओए तू मेरा बेड खा गया गंजा बंजा तू मेरा ज्यादा बेड खा गया सारा बेड खा गया तू मेरा
Look at QQQ. Look where it turned at. Right at on QQQ. Amazing. Look at the indecision Doki, and then the SPY ball. We get a big. Good time.
ਅਗਰ ਤੂੰ ਛੇਤੀ ਚਲੀ ਦੀਦੀ ਦੀ ਸਪੀਡ ਬਹੁਤ ਨੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਤੋਂ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਹੁੰਚ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇ ਛੇਤੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਆਪਾਂ ਉਹ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਮੈਂ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਿਆ ਮੈਂ
You go skiing this weekend?
I went Friday, but I didn't go this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We did. Chrissy's got COVID, so I had to take care of her and get some stuff done around the house.
I think we got it again, but we did and then got over it. We just didn't know about it because we don't test ourselves.
She's pretty messed up right now, so I'm sleeping upstairs and sanitizing every time I have to go to her bedroom or bathroom.
Oh man, my immune system is forged of steel. I'm ready for this.
Mine must be too.
Well, no, I mean I have 2 children, so
Oh, yeah,
and
right.
one of them goes to a special needs school, the other one goes to a public middle school. I have encountered all of it.
Oh, yeah. Chrissy's uses every time we are around them for something, somebody gets sick.
That's
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
Redonkulous.
Redonkulous.
Go Google, go. I couldn't find any news on Google. That's just it's just easy. Squeeze.
You just spend time.
Almost at its ATR.
Yeah, I'm watching SPY. If SPY gets all the way up to the R62 and does something fun, I may be with it.
Oh, you missed the meeting on Friday.
Yeah, I'm really bad about that.
Andrew and a lot of people said some really nice things about it.
Ugh, I wasn't there.
Andrew was just trying to find out who would want to step in extra to help for like some YouTube things we want to do. And he had just mentioned, he's like, Thor, he's busy, and he's like, oh, I don't really want to ask him.
I'm really not that busy. I mean, I am busy, but I would be glad to do it. The reason I stopped doing it is because they stopped putting them up. I was making, and just be careful with that if you commit to helping them with that stuff.
Yeah, I haven't
Basically,
committed
what
to
ended up happening is they stopped. I would spend. I'd get done trading for the day, and then I would make my whole recap, get all of my stuff done, and then I was just sending them in every day, hours of work a week, and then we ended up. I finally was like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And he was like, "Oh, well, we're diluting the channel with too much content." So I was like, "Okay." So he's like, "Well, we're gonna do a different channel," and I was just like, "All right." So and then eventually I was just like, "You know what? It's cool. Like I don't really want to do it. It was a lot of work for, you really don't get a lot of return from it generically."
Yeah, I'm happy with just what I do with EBT and what I do with you and helping out
too.
Hobby and stuff.
That's kind of how I am right now. I'm happy in my role. Yeah, I really don't want to be any more public
He
facing.
just mentioned not trying to push you into anything, but knowing that everything that you're doing, you're kind of doing quite a bit already. And then he said a lot of nice things about you, and a lot of other people did too. He should have been there. Not that you missed anything.
Missed it. So sad. Come on, next thing. Have more apps on the game. They're so fun, so good. I ended up buying MSTR. It's gonna be close. I don't have to get back to pre-market high for it, thankfully, but
He was still
look at this.
another leg.
See what I mean? Like this is my tossed S3 on MSTR. Higher range S3 to R3. So I bought it off at S3. In DOS it was S1. ES is starting to struggle, and we are right at the ATR.
Good morning.
Good morning, bud.
Morning, Brand.
I hope NQ will go back to R4. Otherwise, have to wait for R6.
Yeah.
Seller just hit there on on SPY or sorry, ES. So not saying that it's time yet, but it's it's getting pretty close to being time. It was time. They basically have run. If you look at like SPY, for instance, which is kind of what I'm paying attention to, we've basically on SPY and Q just hit it right now. See that surge on Q? It went right to the ATR. Look at that. Look how pretty that is, man. These ATR guides are just the coolest. Tell me that there's not an algorithm that's paying attention to the ATR. I mean, that's crazy.
It's a quick question.
Yeah.
My ATR and QQQ looks very different than yours. I don't know if there was
Are
an
you,
update or
which
something.
platform are you in? TOS?
Thoughts, yeah. Mine is at
Double check make
532.
sure you have your time frames. Make sure you have a, your time frame is set to have like a time interval. Make sure that's set to a higher time interval than like 1 day.
Okay.
That could be a spot where that would happen potentially.
Got it. We'll try that. Thanks, man.
Yeah, of course. Come on, MSTR, just hit the before everything flips over on you. Come on, baby. Come on, come on, come on. We're lacking. Oh no, good. We're much more bullish now. We got a lot more ask on the book. It's looking better. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my gosh! Don't be like that. Yeah. All right. Ah! Sweet. How you like that S3-5? Boom. Target.
Wow. Very nice.
MSTR, man. I told you the order book was looking bullish.
Nice. That was more than 4R, right?
No, that was 4R.
Okay.
I ran my I got in here and I ran my stop a little wide because I didn't wait for a break of the candle, so I didn't have a precise stop. So I think I ran it below like 3, like right down in here somewhere, like near 334 actually. So it took a bit to get to 4R. But the ATR, like look here, see if the ATR, look, the ATR totally made it doable. But look at the ATR right to R3. Man, all right. So far 2025 starting out as a good year.
I'm sorry.
Hit some money in the futures account and hit some money in the equity account. Let's go.
So that MSTR trade, you took it at support 1? Is that because of the ATR?
I took it at S3. It's just my S3 on TOS.
Oh, I see. DOS on the right?
The calculations in TOS and DOS are a little bit different today, which just happens from time to time. But we've been working really hard to get the TOS one really regularized and fitting even better, and then we're going to try and mirror that into Ninja. But you can see here, in this instance, I took this trade in time. Basically, I'm just using DOS as an execution platform for TOS at this point now, because TOS sucks. For execution. I mean, horrible for execution.
Okay. Thank you.
I added Mister to my long term. Just a little bit. It's basically playing Bitcoin without having to buy a full Bitcoin.
Let's see, had the bullish order book. See, just using this. Like, I'm not even looking at technically at this order book that's underneath here. I'm just looking at this right now. I've been trading today, Lauren, just entirely using this indicator.
Oh, very cool.
Because I just want to see its validity. How well does it work? Like, if I just ignore the rest, does this indicator? So right now, MSTR, when I got into it, you were seeing the bid was when it came down into here, the bid was full all the way to here. And then when it hit
Oh, wow.
here, it started flipping back and forth. Switch, 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 switch. And I was like, oh, neat. And I was like, it's flipping right now. And then it stopped. And when it stopped, it looked like this. Wow. And I was like, what? And so I went long. Smack. Call it done. Seller again on the ES here at this level, elevated selling. Not saying it is, but you know, we basically run our ATR on everything. So unless we're going to go into some wild ATR deviation today, which is possible. Yeah, we're going to turn around. Yep. Look at Q's. Look where we keep selling from, man. Blink, 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 blink. There's a sweep too. Set it up, swept it, sold. Order book starting to look fairly balanced as well, right? So we still have a bit of imbalance for the buy side, but our order book itself is actually showing fairly balanced now in views as well. See, look, see how you can see we're bringing in orders to the downside on Qs? So which is equating this 528, which is why we're in balance now. So if we start to move away from this 528 order, bring in more orders to the downside, we'll start bringing on more red than green, or sorry, more green than red, which will make us look bearish. Right now, Qs haven't quite given up yet because our order book is still a little bit balanced, or still a lot of it balanced. But the cool thing, Lauren, is this indicator seems to be able to seems to work even with the brackets.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the brackets are kind of like equal orders in both directions. They just create balance. So there's still excess to be found. So we'll see what happens. This will be a really interesting moment to watch on the Qs. We haven't quite gotten to R6 yet, so I'm interested to see if we're going to sweep to R6.
Yeah.
And then see what happens.
NQ's like halfway there to R6, not above R4, but not quite at R6.
Before I forget, on the order book setting on Bookmap, is it 0.25 or 0.75?
Man, MSTR, the gift that gave. Love it. All right, I got a sesh. I might dip. I'll talk to y'all in a bit.
Thank you, Dor.
So far, so fun to hear. Bye.
Hey, Ace, did you take any trades?
I took two. I got
Nice.
out to be open and then I bought the manipulation with at the middle of that
Yep.
4 hour candle. Like
Yeah, that was obvious, right?
yeah. That ran right in.
Yeah. Yeah, the first, right before the open, it was tricky because I didn't even know the Fed was speaking today. But,
I didn't either. I was like, what the hell was that? It was looking so good.
I know. It was looking so good.
I had
Like-
all my notes, you know, I was looking at like 8:50, which was, you know, the time that I wanted, and then I came
Yeah,
back, Peter, I walked away.
Yeah, it swept and took all. It took everyone that was long since 6 o'clock. It just took their contract, stopped them out, and then went higher.
Yeah, and then I got back in and 703 and rode that out. So I mean, up, but not like significantly up.
Yeah. But you're up. Yeah.
Yeah. I have this new 4 hour candle opened up, so we're right in the middle of this 10 o'clock. I want to see if it manipulates down like it did on Friday.
Right.
So I'd be a buyer again if we could get back down to 771.
That makes sense. I bought some Mister for my long term
Oh,
in the morning.
well,
Didn't you make like 90K off them or something?
so like 4 years ago, I did.
Well, it's still pretty good. Imagine if you're still holding though.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God.
I think
Gotta be up 900,000, huh?
I'd have to look back at that trade, but that was options. Half of my trade never even got filled. It should have been closer to double that. That was like, dude, well, I used to do the dumbest stuff ever on Robinhood and it would work out. But again, that was the market, right?
Yeah, the market was just ripping back then.
What was it like pre-COVID?
It was during COVID. It was
During
like,
COVID.
it was like 4 or 5 months into COVID. And I made a ton of money on Bitcoin. And then somebody told me like, yo, this idiot, I'm joking, is buying Bitcoin. So I bought it. And then like the news came out on like Monday or Tuesday and I bought it on Thursday or Friday. And it was aggressive.
Everyone could make money during that time. That's the time when I started trading, and I
Hey,
doubled my money like 8 times. And I didn't know what I was doing.
I had no,
Fuck me. Yeah. Oh my god.
dependent too.
Paul's got it all.
Got the small line with the purple.
Or usually I see it like that. That makes sense.
So like, as long as you bought in the bottom 50%, you probably just sell on the top, or probably just sell at the top, the bottom 50%, you
Yeah.
probably be ahead of those people.
So that red area, that's a Fair Valley gap that got inverted?
I think that's an order block. That's a.
I think it's an order block thing, because that's what I'm seeing on the. Oh, yeah, I think you're right. You see it, so that actually has an inverted Fair Valley gap and then two double Fair Valley gaps after the inversion. So that's a pretty good signal to go on.
To go long, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the problem's underneath it there, but.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I mean, you look at the trend lines, we're staying in trend, and we're, yeah, I think we'll continue on.
Baby's bullish, because we broke structure, and then the intraday's bullish. That's why I was only looking for a long.
Yeah.
I'm really just trying to align with the daily now, because play against the daily is rough. And we know NQ basically only goes up.
Well, exactly. And on Monday, it's even more. I mean, you go look at Monday stats, and it's like they gotta build their range for the rest of the week. Or at least start moving inventory or wherever they plan to go.
Oh, look how that 9:30 candle went down into the new days open. It's a new days open gap. It didn't fill it, but it went down the opposite value for those people. And those people are like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
You see that big gap? Yep.
Yeah.
So that purple on your chart, that's probably right around R6 on instrument.
The middle or the top? Or the second?
No, the one just above the price action.
Yeah.
I'll put one up there. That's probably 21,200-ish. Which would be our total daily. Our total daily is from 2020.
Yeah, 961. And then. So here comes the bulk here. Was there news release?
U.S. factory orders month by month. Yep. There's a red letter too. U.S. factory orders month over month. Minus 0.4, forecast minus 0.3. A little lower. Well, we had Schultz at 10. And US
Yeah, done.
Money bats don't care.
Yeah.
But people are expecting Justin Trudeau to shut down tomorrow. Wonder how that'll affect it. Probably affect the Canadian market, I don't know, but
I think he already resigned.
oh, we have resigned, okay, yeah. I was looking at some news this morning, and I just saw it mentioned in this other. Yeah, I mean, the Liberal coalition completely, they completely lost favor of the populace. I think they're forced to resign.
So then I watch videos for the market structure. Is that?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, like I watch video for market structure like for this weekend. So to understand the market structure, make it so much easy for order block, supply and demand.
Yeah, I told you. So, your first analysis should always be to look at market structure. And then you'll at least be able to align yourself with what the current market structure is showing. And then after that, you're gonna match the trading concepts that sweeps at certain parts of the market structure. And if they don't break lower or higher than certain ones, then.
So you laugh at me today, so I keep it sharp with NVIDIA, but like whatever my analysis was so good, and either I go to Fibonacci and just replace like in market open adjustment to 50 and going all the way up. I'll give you a picture for that. I just for the market, see how, but I didn't take it. This is for again. I'm gonna put the picture here. This is
You know, once you start learning these concepts, it's gonna take a little while to kind of get the confidence to take them. But days like today, where your analysis was correct, eventually they'll build them up confidence to trade what you see.
but I start chopped out. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Look at the chart. I put it here now. This is a chart. This is before the market open. This was my analysis that it was. And here's a 15 minutes after market open.
Market structure is going.
Yeah.
You can see how that manipulation through that wick just underneath.
See after the market.
Will continue up.
Look after the market open.
Yeah.
It gives us the 50%.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, look at that. Perfect. Like perfectly there, or just a little bit under. Yeah, so.
Yeah, like
Pull back value percent discount, and that's what you want. If you see it pulls back up to a discount. But you don't want to buy in premium. I mean, you could, but it's kind of dangerous. you want to buy something, you want to buy what it's considered cheap. And under 50% premium, that's, you know, that's discount. So that's considered like a cheap price for it on day. Very nice.
So I think it helped me to what's the name for the market structure. In current year, I have the smart money concept is for free, available, and I this is and I put a zigzag indicator so it can give me like the visual picture from the high and low.
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at it because I actually have the two. I have a trading. I got a video open at the time, and I got it. Use the left action, pure price action OCT tool.
Called this, no, it's called Smart Money Concept.
Okay.
Oh,
Left toggle for that gap and left toggle pure price action.
It's the Smart Money Concept. You can have the what's the name, market structure and full value gap and order block and discount and
no, that's not.
discount and premium in one indicator.
Oh, it's called smart money.
Yeah, it's called Smart Money Concept.
Oh, I think I see it. Is that to the left toggle?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna add that one too.
So this one you have like, you know, in one indicator you have the order block, market structure.
Yeah, it's got a bunch of them. Cool, thank you. Oh, yeah, it shows the market structure. It shows the pricing structures and everything. Cool.
Yeah. But the lineage version, oh my God, I tried the base version, but I didn't know, like I didn't understand this time what the market structure is. But the base version, even you have a Fibonacci built in. So the base version, yeah, the base version is very, very good too.
Cool. Thank you.
I'm gonna try like to see like some people see like discount like 50% off.
Yeah.
So I would try it since like I had what is it? I do have like understand the market structure now.
The market structure is extremely important. Probably the first thing people should understand to, to accelerate their trading. So it's going to help you align with just,
And I was AMD too. So AMD like is I said like pull back and go like 1 theory, just like was like 50% is gonna create a higher low. I'm sorry, the lower high on the day in AMD. So it hit exactly the 1 theory and just like went to 1 theory and just like keep consolidation from there. So
I got NVIDIA in my long term too. I didn't have anything in my long term for years, but now that Trump's back here and everything, the market's coming up, I have Mr. and NVIDIA in my long term.
we do have Mr. Nvidia. We bought Nvidia, me and my brother, but 139.
Yeah, so I
And we have put that,
yeah, I was worried for a little bit, but I just, it's a long-term play, so I don't care that it went down to 135 or 133, like, you knew it's gonna go up, so.
yeah, so we bought it like 250 for the split.
Oh, wow.
So like he bought it like, he bought it when he started to average down. So like when, after the COVID and the market was, the market, but he started average down. So when he was like the stock, he was keep average buying lower. So now the average cost went like 250.
So like, one play, I want to point out something. If you look at any chart of good companies, I'm not talking about crap companies like Beyond Meat or Peloton. I'm talking about Microsoft, Google, Nvidia, AMD, Apple, all that. If you
तेरा ते तो कंट्रोल नहीं होता होते थे ਇੱਥੇ ਹੀ ਹੈ ਮੰਮੀ
ਪਾਪਾ ਦੀ ਫੋਟੋ ਓਏ ਬੁੱਢੇ ਆਪਣੇ ਆਪ ਤੇ ਘੰਟੇ ਆਏ ਬੁੱਢੇ ਨੇ ਪੜਾਈ ਕਰਨਾ ਦੀਦੀ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਟੱਬ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੜ ਗਏ ਚੱਲ ਆਪਾਂ ਵੀ ਬੜੀ ਦੀਦੀ ਵੇਖ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੀਦੀ ਪੜਦੀ ਪਈ ਹੈ ਦੀਦੀ ਨੇ ਸਾਰਾ ਹੀ ਕੁਛ ਕਰ ਲਿਆ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਕਰਦਾ ਅਦਬਾ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸ਼ਾਮੀ ਦੀਦੀ ਤੇ ਇੱਕ ਸਾਡੀ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਤੋਂ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਦੀਦੀ ਜੇ ਉਹਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਕੀ ਨਾਮਾਂਗੇ ਜੀ ਨਾਮਾਂਗੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਤੇ ਸਾਡੀ ਬੰਦੇ ਕੌਣ ਦੇ ਬੰਦੇ ਕੌਣ ਇਹ ਹੋ ਗਿਆ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋ अच्छी बात है कि जी कुछ ना आ रहा आज
अदब मैंने कहा अदब बेटे मैंने लगा अदब बेटे आ जैसे नहीं कल खेड खुद के गया ਇਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਨਾ ਮੰਜੀ ਤੇ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਕੋਈ ਆਪੇ ਹੀ ਸੌ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਦੋਂ ਥੱਕੇ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਨਾ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਵੱਖਰੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਨਾ ਥੋੜੀ ਦੂਰ ਹੋਵੇ ਤੇ ਮੰਮੀ ਨਾਲ ਲੱਗ ਕੇ ਆਪੇ ਹੀ ਸੌ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਨਾ ਉਹ ਨਾਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਲੱਗਦਾ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਹਾਂ ਹਾਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਪਾ ਲਿਆ ਇਸ ਵਾਰੀ
ਉਧਰ ਸਵਾ ਦਿਆਂਗੇ
ਵੇਖ ਲੈ ਜੀ ਜਿਵੇਂ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦੁੱਧ ਬੜਾ ਪੀਣ ਲੱਗ ਪਿਆ ਦੁੱਧ ਨਾ ਕਦੇ ਪੀਤਾ 11 ਵਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਹੀ ਰਾਤੀ 2 ਬੋਤਲਾਂ ਪੀ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਵਾਹਿਗੁਰੂ हाँ जी बिल्कुल छोटा बन के आए थे हैं? अच्छा हाँ जी हाँ जी हाँ किसी हाँ जी ये नहीं पसंद आपको लाइट अपनी लाइट ना आई नहीं आई नहीं आई नहीं ये गाल छोड़ इधर मेरे यहाँ देख इधर इधर देख इधर देख अगी करनी अगी करनी अगी कर हाँ अगी कर ओए ले ली अगी कर बड़ा अगी नहीं कर अगी नहीं कर चलो